Hey, not that anybody's watching, but that's quite alright. Let's see something here. What if I do? I hate this, it's kind of glaring in my face a little bit, but I figure maybe I should have a little bit more light up here. Because I don't have a really good lighting setup, really. I mean, it's okay, it's kind of makeshift. An old desk lamp from a drawing table I had years and years ago. So things like 30 years old. And then another kind of light that's like 15 years old, or something around there, which is actually a lamp that mounts on your wall. But since we're living in apartments, we don't put holes in the wall. So, anywho, let's cut. Oh, there we go. I knew it could go down a little further. That's a little too much. Let's bring it back up to where the top of my head is in view. How's that? Okay. Y'all know my name. Just getting some polishing cloth for my glasses. You see my eyes, which look vaguely weird because of allergies and stuff. One eye just looks weirder than the other. Anyways, I will start playing Simon in a few moments. And so yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Even though nobody's in here watching, I am doing just fine. And for some reason my channel doesn't get very many views at all, and I'm not sure why. I mean, other than my content being kind of crappy, kind of boring, kind of a boring guy, and also, of course, I'm just documenting my game, so it's not like I'm really working at YouTube exactly. But I need to figure something out, because I only get like 2 or 3. Here, I can pull it up on here. I usually use the Brave browser. In fact, I'm streaming through the Brave browser. But if I go here where I'm not logged in, I usually do that just so I can see everything that's see if I get any views. Of course, these 4 are just today, and of course that's nothing. My last Simon 2 video from last night only got 1 view, and let's see, no views, no views, no views. Why does it keep doing that? No views, no views, no views, no views. 4 views, no views, no views, 4 views, 3 views, no views, 3 views, 2 views, no views, 2 views, and on like that. And I know a long time ago on my why don't I show you before I start the game? I'll log in to my YouTubes, and I'll go into YouTube Studio Beta, and actually let's just go ahead and close this, and I'll rip this over here for a quick sec. I have 62 subscribers, which is interesting because I started at 30 something, I think, when I started. I could actually look at my analytics, I think, but let's see, subscribers. I don't care if it's down or up or whatever. So I have here. Let's see some here. Today's July 31st. Okay, so that's over here. So that means that Can I see previous? See more? Oh, there's some extra analyticals. Um, where's a subscriber count? It doesn't matter how many went down. Um, let's see some here. Compared to, let's just go to lifetime here, I guess. See if it pops up. Actually, it's 9 o'clock. I should start the game here, but I'm just going to go through this for a second. Since nobody's watching me live anyways, it's not going to matter. And you can wait a few minutes if you're... You can fast forward it. You know, you can jump it a few minutes if you're watching this later. Subscribers, 59. Subscribers, 21110. That's not it. Not really what I'm looking for. What is... Data for subscribers is not available from before September 23rd, 2009. Huh. Well, anyways, just to let... What's that mean? Oh, that's just send feedback. Okay, cancel. Geography, view gender, subscription status. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Okay, so basically I had 30 something. Might have been, I don't know, I had 30 something subscribers from way before when I was just doing some game dev videos back in the day. And we'll do this. We will go ahead and... Can I sort these? Oh. Let's sort these. Okay, 2007, I guess, is when I first really started doing stuff, which is fine. If you see up here, my flipbook up here, this walk cycle got 845, because that's over the lifetime. So, you know, 2007 is over 10 years ago. So that's understandable, and it's understandable some of these. But if you notice all these, in fact, let's not go, let's actually go up to, see, that I was trying to do some Enchanted Land prequel or whatever, because I thought doing a smaller scope would help. And nothing helps. It just, you know, I should just do what I want to do, and you know, if I don't make it, so what? I don't make it, whatever. Snake. Oh, this is when I was doing my, this isn't too long ago. This is a couple, you know, like my fake text mode, right? It got 20. Here, let's go to the latest one before, like 4 months ago here. Okay, so this is my first. This is my first. It's 38, right? Here. My fake text mode, text console, which I couldn't get working 100% right, just because of the nature of how like Haxiflixel did stuff, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. The actual, like, an edible console. But if you notice here, there's 24, right? That's fine. 24 is not very much. It's not a big deal, right? Now, fast forward to 2019 when I decided to start this, Enchanted Lands, right? It gets 38, right, over the lifetime. So basically, since March, it's gotten 38 total, right? Then for some reason, the very next day that I started this with video intro number 2, I only got 6. So how do you go from 38 to 6? You know, it's not the fact that just because my thing is crappy and you know, boring or whatever, but you'd think at least there'd be like, you know, 20, 15 views. Maybe there'd be 15 views. You'd think there'd be 15 in here, and then would start to trail off. But that's not what happens. What happens is I go down immediately to 6, and then to 2, and so I'm averaging about 3 or 4 views per video, right? This one got 8, which is pretty interesting. It's my first actual devlog. It's not one of my intros. This one gets 11. That's not too bad. Funny, 11 views, number 11. Okay. And then here's where it starts getting, even like nothing, right? Nothing, nothing, nothing. This one gets 20, which I'm not sure. Maybe because I have like a little cartoon character in the thumbnail or whatever. Because maybe the thumbnails make this biggest deal, right? Okay, so if you notice my face, I don't know if you can see it. It's like this little blob here, which is my face. And so I wasn't really paying that much attention. I was just getting a screenshot of the video. Okay, so we keep going. This one gets 11 views and 36. And then 7.3, and this one gets 16, not too bad, right? 12, 15, that's not too shabby. 5, 11, 14, 32. Number 46 got 32. That was from April 30th. Okay, so 33, 23, not too bad. 13, 17, seems to be doing all right. And then now we're back down to 2. We're back into single digits. So what's going on here? Okay, this is more again. Discovering grease pencil, and this is kind of cool because 25, 11, 14, 10, no problem. We're in May, and this one got 30, which is, what was this one? Starting a new basic tutorial. Okay, so it seems like my starting ones gets really going, right? And actually, this car one did actually kind of well as far as that goes. So we're actually not doing that bad, right? Things, 22 on this one. Waiting for Godot. 26, 23. It's really kind of interesting. I haven't started really doing anything as far as, but this one, some Godot, right? This one gets 68 views. That's actually pretty cool. And 2 likes. And 2 comments. Okay, and all I did was show a screenshot of their 2D playfield in a 3D deal. This one's 37, but that's because it has this cool little game here. So someone's telling me right now that maybe it has to do with the thumbnail. 28, 11. Okay, so far we're doing okay in May, right? Most of these are double digits. There's a few that aren't. Tracing paper. Enchanted Lands. Okay, so we have Woodstock there. He's kind of famous. Then it's a dwarf. I'm tracing a dwarf. So one thing that I'm noticing though is the cartoon characters seem to be. I know I'm not getting to the game yet, but nobody's watching me live that I know of. If one concurrent viewer, and I think that's myself. I think that counts as myself. So you'll probably be watching this on a video recording if any of you even watch it. Like I said, there's a couple of these ones only get, like 1 view. Okay? These are doing quite well in May. We're dipping back into, we're starting getting back in the single. Now this one is 59. Again, it's a thumbnail, right? Thumbnails seem to be a kind of a big deal, right? And I'm just, well, I said I officially decided to end, like going through Godot. But I also have this cool screenshot from a dude in the IRC that's making like a gamer an engine, and he has this really cool texture, and it's kind of this old school looking, texture mapped like interior, and it was really cool. And he said it was okay that I used it as a, well, he used it as a desktop, and then I told him about that. Okay, now this one is when I was going through Blender Noob to Pro. Now, if you look here, these are all in the single digits. This one's double digits, right? That has this cool screenshot. Of course, I didn't do the screenshot, obviously. Now this one has like a bunch of different pictures. I was looking through like 3D graphics done in Blender, various versions of Blender, but it only got 3 views, 36 versus 3, right? In fact, this one got 3 likes here. So obviously there's something to do with the thumbnails. Now we're back into single digits, right? June. Um, one double digit one, number 10, 10 views, I mean. And then now it starts kind of bottoming out a little bit. And now we're getting into. That being said, it still does look like it's just trailing off, but not 100%. Like, for instance, this had this screenshot, right? But then this had almost a similar screenshot, different, taken at a different time because it's a different video. And this also has a similar screenshot. And those get a decent amount of views. So something here is telling me that the the thumbnails that really read well are the ones that get it. Now at this point, I start actually writing in where my devlog is. I get a screenshot software, and then I type in devlog, and now since I've done that, except for that, okay, this is my channel trailer. It gets 18, right? My arm's cut off because I'm my camera, but okay, so if you notice, fewer of these get very many views, and now we're into ones, 7, and now we're starting to get into like almost no views. Ones, twos, and threes, and fours, and it's kind of interesting though, because I don't know if the devlog thing hurt me. Oh yeah, though also the other thing that I'm noticing here when I'm looking through these thumbnails is that cartoon characters seem to really pick it up. Some of these are just, they kind of look like interesting screenshots, but some of them, see now we're zeros, and I'm not getting any double digits in here at all. And this, just basically this past month, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just, maybe it's the two things. The one thing is, some of these drawing ones, except for this one that got 5 views, that seem to get them. So I have to actually have some sort of I have to have something really interesting in the thumbnail. Thumbnails seem to be really extremely important. I mean, you can have a boring video and they'll stop it partway through, and that's how you kind of retain your viewers. But at the same time, this is the newest one, right? Okay, but at the same time, if you have a really great thumbnail, then you're likely to get more views. So that's still something I got to work out. I got to really really work on the thumbnails. But the thing is I can't always really work on the thumbnails because not because they're not important, but because the videos don't necessarily have anything that interesting in them. They might have me doing some sketching. I might be, working through a tutorial. I might be just talking. And so they don't always have these like cool cartoon characters. That's kind of why I wanted to start working on my characters. I wanted to work on my characters first because if I actually have a character, if I have like a drawing of something that's not just like a scribble and actually looks like it's, something about something, maybe I get more views, right? Anyways, I should actually really get back to the game. And I know I spent way too long on that, but it was just kind of mind-boggling to me that this past month I've been getting hardly any views at all, even the farther back you went, and I only get like the sporadic amount of views. and it looks like to me like the thumbnail is like the big deal. Now I could spend some time like doing some really cool thumbnail, but maybe that would spend too long because I'm not actually making my game. So hopefully, um, there's a couple things I'm planning on increasing. That yeah, that's the other thing too. Is the live the here, let's do something again here. Let's do this again. Let's go to my YouTube again. Let's go to, where is it? YouTube Studio Beta. And take a look at my live streams. Real quick, videos and live. So let me rip that over here again. Let's see how many views that I get on these. I got 2 views on this one. Again, I got 4 and 6 here. I got at most 2 on the Amazon Queen. This one was when I started the Amazon Queen. I didn't have a screenshot. I didn't have a like a thumbnail yet. So I actually did a thumbnail from a game prototype that I made. That actually got 8 views. So somehow the game screenshot things seem to really be the thing. On the Gemini Ruse, like 3, right, at the most. Now, okay, this is actually Deponia, which I am streaming on Sundays sometimes when I think of it, or when I get around to it. Of course, the nightly live stream is every night. That's 5 views there on that one. That's 12 views on this one, which is interesting. I guess it's because of when I started, I needed some help and some things like sound and stuff was cutting out. This one only gets 5 views. This one got 11. So some of the Deponia streams got some few decent numbers. However, I think that was partly just because I was getting people to help me, and so they were just coming in just to help, and so it registered the views even though anyways, so I'm not getting in on my live stream either. Maybe partly because of the thumbnail, partly because I don't advertise it that much. I figure if anybody knows about my channel, they'll come and see me live stream. And basically the live streams are A, an excuse for me to play games, and B, a way to get more content onto the channel. So I'm always having videos uploading, and I'm just that's all. I'm constantly uploading videos, right? So I'm always having something going on, even if I'm not really updating that all that much. Other guys, they go and they do these edited videos, highly polished, got intro, they got edits, it's nice and edited, it's got a story, or it's got a thing that it wants to tell you, it's got a beginning, middle, and end, it's got all this cool stuff. But I'm documenting my game, and I can't really I can't do this planned out thing like, oh yeah, right now I'm going to build this level, and then expect that this level is going to be done by the time I'm done. I wanted to do streaming, however, I keep getting interrupted and a lot of interruptions during the day, and so streaming didn't feel like it would work. But at the same time, I don't want to spend time editing, and a few minutes. If you go do a search on YouTube for how long does it take to edit your videos, and some of these guys are doing several hours just for a few minutes of finished video, and that takes time away from me actually working on the game. Even though what I'm doing now is pretty much in real time. Like I have my little title screen, my little exit screen, and I start it up, I record, and then when I'm done recording, I grab a screenshot, I go in, fill in the little title and description of the video, and I create a custom. I got I use my screenshot to create a custom thumbnail. I have to rename all the video files because OBS doesn't properly name by number, and so I have a numbering system that I do, and so I have to go and mess with that. Then I have to upload, then I have to copy all the titles, all the descriptions, I have to set all the scheduled dates, and then add it, upload all the thumbnails. So that takes time, even though it doesn't take near as much time as an edited video. An edited video would just take, hours and hours, and I wouldn't be able to get but like one video a week or maybe a few times a week. If I'm really good and I had the time, I could do one every day, a nice polished video, and that would probably garner me more views. But at the same time, it doesn't show you everything from start to finish. And like I said, I got my thing gets broken up during the day. I don't, it's like I don't have time to, I don't have time to spend on editing. I just gotta, and I don't have, I can't, I don't have a solid block of time that I know for sure that I can stream in. So I leave the stream for the games and do my videos in the meantime. But me not getting those views is starting to get me down a little bit. Although when I look in the past, it seems like it builds up a little bit over time, and then it also seems like certain thumbnails really draw the eye enough to make people want to click. So so yeah, I gotta figure out how to do it. I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add 8 videos a day, and I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not a lot because when I'm working hard, I get about I can do a max of like 16 a day, but that's pushing it. So 12 a day. 12 a day is not too bad, and that's 3 days worth now. But if I do 8 videos a day, then it'll only be 1.5. And in fact, if I get a week ahead on the single days and a week ahead on the double days, then I will only be doing 2 a day, and just to keep it going, just so I don't run out, basically. And I won't get so far ahead. I'll just always be like 1 week ahead, just so that in case I miss something or somehow. And it's very doable. Anyways, sorry about that rant. Sorry to take so long of the time, because I am only going to work till 10, play this game till 10. But please forgive me for that, I guess. And like I said, you can skip. You can skip ahead. And just kind of skip ahead, because I'm not going to put any cards or anything. I don't really know how to use the YouTube editor and all that stuff. I don't do any editing pretty much at all. So, without further ado, we're going to play the game. And thanks for watching.
A lonely farmhouse in another world several months ago. A young boy named Runt is dabbling in the hidden art. This is the real dramatic bit, so make the most of it. Damn!
Okay, that should be it. Adventure stops. Use postcard. Load. Okay, let's walk out towards the map. For those of you that haven't seen me play it. Let's go to the Street of Traders. Oh look, there's a poster. How did this get here?
It's a poster advertising a vacancy as dance instructor for the Morris dancers.
I wonder if Morris dancers is something that Brits are the UK are supposed to know what they are. Because I don't really know unless, you know, there's some sort of, you know, ancient dance troupe or something, you know, whatever, folk dance or something. Because I don't really know what Morse dancers are. I mean, I know what they are in the game, of course. Okay, let's go. Alright, that guy wouldn't talk to me. Actually, let's just walk out. Now let's go to the docks. Okay, how about I give the poster to Mbongo.
Take a shufty at this poster.
Take a shufty.
This is just the thing I'm looking for. Thank you very much, man.
See, the lip sync
It's
is
a
off.
funny old world.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know what that's done for me. Look at the crabs.
They're horrible little armoured fish things. It's a McSwampy's souvenir balloon.
Alright.
Somehow I just don't think blonde is my colour. It gets bigger when you blow in it. Ooh,
I don't know what that's about. Ooer. Is it supposed to be like dirty? Oh, what the what?
Looks like a red herring to me.
Well, let's pick it up.
I don't think it'd fit in my hat.
How to use cart with.
What exactly is that supposed to achieve? He's filling in forms.
Let's talk to him again.
How goes it? Had any more entries? No. Good.
Okay. See, I'm kind of, I usually have to consort to walkthroughs. In fact, I did. Ah, Three Bears Cottage. See, I didn't see that before. Where's that at? Oh.
These signs have a very unwelcome feel about them. These signs have a very unwelcome feel about them.
Let's see if F10 works. Yeah.
It's one of those things that letters get left in.
No, really? Let's open the lid.
I don't think there's any money inside, so there's no point. It's got the Three Bears address on it.
try this again. F10. Look at these. Stay away.
These signs have a very unwelcome feel about them.
Okay, fine. Let's actually, let's go ahead and save it. Save. The 3 bears. And let's go ahead and try to open the door.
I'll just tear the bolts and chains open with my bare hands, shall I?
No, you could have knocked though.
It'll take more than a crowbar to get through this door.
Alright. Let's see if F10 works on the map. It does. Oh, the tattooist. Okay. Oh, there's the actual swamp. Loan office. Huh. Okay. Because I hadn't talked to some of these guys yet. Tattooist.
It says, back after lunch.
Fine, let's open his door.
What a strange suggestion.
I was trying to open the door.
It's locked.
This makes things a whole lot easier because now I can interact with...
It says, insane society. And there's an arrow pointing upwards.
Alright. I'll just go ahead and leave it here. Use ladder. Walk the door. Okay, fine. Open door. Walk in. Alright. Those are the only things, huh? To interact with, huh? It's the people? Okay, let's talk to Fly Guy.
Oi! Huh?
He's supposed to be crazy.
I sense this conversation is heading nowhere fast. I suppose you're as nutty as the rest of them.
Do you want to know the secret?
Okay, I'm game.
I can't tell you. I'm afraid if I did, then it wouldn't be a secret.
Oh, go on. I promise I won't tell anybody.
Sure.
I can't. It's too secret to tell anybody in the whole world.
Okay.
Surely that doesn't apply to little old me.
I can't tell you. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless the fairies have given you permission to hear it.
Of course they have. Me and the fairies go way back. Years. Go back years. Years. Of course they have. I had to practice my British accent. I had to learn how to do a British accent so I can do voices along with these. What fairies? Whatever you I want some right now. That's it.
Of course they have. Me and the fairies go back years.
Years.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
Who? Me?
If if you did, the fairies would be very cross.
Oh, come and tell me already.
All right then. And you're ready to learn the most important secret in the world? A secret shared by only a handful of chosen ones. The secret that could quite possibly change the course of your entire life.
I'm ready.
Right. Do you know something? I can't for the life of me remember what it was.
Of course.
What? Oh, well, can't have been that important.
Alright.
Well, what did you expect?
Nothing. I didn't expect nothing. Okay. Let's talk to Fishman here.
Excuse me?
A good herring, my boy?
Good hearing.
Could you please tell me what's going on here?
Going on? Fish, my boy. Fish are going everywhere. The halibut are listening and making notes on their fins.
Why are they making notes?
They are studying us, learning our weakness before they take over the world. Man shall never understand their mysterious ways.
Is that the time?
May the mackerel be with you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk to Frying Pan Dude.
Hello.
Hello!
I don't think he can hear me.
He's taken a vow of deafness.
Of deafness. Okay.
A vow of deafness?
Write it down on this.
These guys are dangerously weird. A souvenir notebook with matching pen.
Use notepad with Frying Pan Man.
There's no need to shout! I'm not blind!
So what's the Frying Pan
It
Man?
means I'm head of the society! Have a brochure!
Apparently, this lot believe that an hour of lunacy every week is stress relieving.
Maybe
They
it is.
think it reduces the risk of madness in later life.
That's not bad logic.
So, how do I join? Oh, yeah.
See, it looks like he's mouthing the words like it would lip sync, maybe.
Luckily for you, we have a vacancy as a porridge wearer!
Oh.
Yes, our last porridge wearer was thrown out for trying to get away with muesli! I'd have thought it was pretty obvious. All you have to do is wear the porridge.
Okay.
No worries.
Use notepad on.
I'll ask him if he knows where I can get some porridge from.
Well, probably from the Three Bears house, obviously. But I have to get into the Three Bears house.
I don't know. Our last porridge wearer never said where he got his.
You don't have to shout, buddy. Alright. Let's look at the
It's a brochure about those lunatics I met. Don't say you've started clutching at straws already.
Yes. Fortunately, I have. Alright, let's blow this pop stand. Or insane asylum. Walk down. $10. Okay. Anything? Alright, let's go to the loan office.
A typical looking jester. Hello.
Hello.
So, you're a jester, are you?
Would you like to hear a joke?
I don't know, is it any good? I do the jokes around here, pal. As long as it's not the one about the vicar and the contraceptive jelly.
I don't know. Is it any good?
That's why I'm telling it to you. I'm working on some new ones because my old ones weren't funny.
Okay, fire away.
Right, what do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
Rat, a cliff, pigeon head?
I don't know. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
Cliff. Get it? Cliff, see?
I get it. Ha ha ha.
I've got another one. What do you call a man with a shovel on his head?
Cliff?
Oops.
Doug?
Yeah, because he's got a shovel on his head. Shovel. Doug. Doug. See?
I think I may have spotted the problem with your jokes.
Hang on, I know this great story about butter.
Sounds more interesting. Go on.
I can't. You might spread it around.
The dumb
I
jokes.
can't believe I walked into that one.
So, what do you think?
You've got big problems, mate. These jokes wouldn't amuse a little and large audience.
Oh, looks like I'm finished then.
That's life, I'm afraid.
You win some, you lose some.
Do you want to know a good joke?
Yeah,
You.
Now he's just mean, I guess. Okay. Let's check. What else is interactive? Let's look at the sign.
This is the Sunshine Loan Company. It looks really heavy.
Use crowbar with drain cover. That probably works. You can actually go in there, huh? Sewers. back out of the series. Mainly because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing there anyways. Let's go ahead and save. Jester. Talk to the secretary.
Can I help you, sir?
I don't know. Have you got any mucosade lying about?
I'm afraid not, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What is this place?
This is the Sunshine Loan Agency. Money lending with a smile.
Some rumors about us are widely exaggerated.
What rumors?
They're mostly exaggerated, as I said. Especially the one about the Muldoon family massacre of 74. Are you interested in a loan?
What sorts of loans are there?
Well, there's your basic traditional or pound of flesh loan. Further up the scale, you've got the relative collateral loan. Then there's the medical experiments loan. The first time buyer slavery option loan. We can usually tailor one to suit our specific needs.
What's the pound of flesh loan?
That's our most basic loan. We'll lend you 2,000 pieces of gold, and if you don't pay it back, we can take a pound of flesh, including blood and internal organs.
Tell me about the relative collateral loan.
Basically, it means that if you don't pay us back, then we send some lads round to butcher all your relatives. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Fill me in on the medical experiments loan.
Should you fail to repay the money you owe us, we are entitled to use your body in gruesome cosmetic testing experiments. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What's the score re the slavery option thing? I need to think about it for a while.
No problem, sir.
Let's try to open the door.
Can I help you, sir?
I need...
No problem, sir. I look forward to seeing you later.
They won it for their after-sales service. I couldn't get it off the wall even if I wanted it. I can't get any nearer the swamp than this. Some idiot's built a wall in the way.
Okay. Interesting.
So, kid, you got our money?
All right, I'll...
Don't be too...
Alright.
All these bolts and locks can only mean one thing. I absolutely have to get in there.
Okay, let's wear the wig now.
Somehow I just don't think blonde is my colour.
Well, I am kind of stuck. Now.
It sort of looks like, sort of a chickeny doggy sort of a thing.
Okay, I'm not sure what to do. I'm gonna insult the oldie walkthrough. Pardon me for a minute. Ironmonger trade. Already did that. Fat bloke. Will not talk to you, joke shop. Oh, what am I thinking? Of course, the joke shop. Let's walk into the joke shop here.
It's a laugh a minute.
Can I pick it up?
It's called Liftoff.
That stuff's extremely potent. 16 cans of beans in each capsule.
It's an advert for stink bombs.
They're not available yet. I'm still working on the recipe.
Okay, let's walk out. We'll tan the... I knew I had to get the Jester some jokes, but now I gotta find the loan office again. There. Okay, so let's give the joke book to the Jester.
Why don't you have a look through this?
These are really good. You must let me give you something in return.
I'm sure there's nothing of yours that I want.
But take my bladder anyway. Oh,
It makes a fart noise. What do you know?
Thanks.
Like a whoopee cushion.
I think that's the last time I do him a favor.
Okay, let's go ahead, I guess, and use a postcard and save. We'll save it on Gesture. Okay. Exit store. Crabs, Goldilocks. I've already done the Goldilocks thing. The problem here with this game, kind of, is the fact that none of these tasks seem to kind of be related to the story. I mean, I'm doing stuff, and I know I have to get in the castle, and I know I need to do a series of things to get into the, you know, to eventually get to the point where we get in the castle, but it's not really contributing. In other words, I encounter the guy that needs jokes to get something. I go to the joke shop, I pick up the joke book, I go back, give him the joke book, but it's not a task that I was supposed to do, or I was told to do. I'm only doing it because I'm trying to get through the game. In other words, I'm not given a reason exactly. What's my purpose of helping the jester, right? Why do I need to give him the joke book? Well, I need it for the bladder, but see, I don't know what I need the bladder for. It's just there, right? And I'm sure something later will present itself where I will need the bladder. But at the same time, it's kind of like I'm just doing stuff, so there's that. And so it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like you shouldn't be able to get to the thing until you should be able to get to the solution until the problem presents itself. So the problem didn't present itself just yet. Unless there's some order I was supposed to do it in, that I was supposed to look and say, oh, I needed that bladder, or I needed a, something like that. And then I would go into meet up with the jester and go, oh, I need that, so maybe if I give him the joke book, maybe he'll give me that, I don't know how to say what I'm saying, but it's sort of like that. Where's your stream right? Bongo. Three Bears Cottage. Loan office. And then the sewer. Should explain different loans. Ask for any of the loans. At least that's what this. I guess I could go back to the loan office and just do that real quick. Alright.
Can I help you, sir?
The slavery option is definitely for me.
No problem, sir. You'll have to have an interview with the boss to sort out your application. You can go through whenever you're ready.
Alright. At least I get through that, because of course I looked it up.
Mr. Sorcerer, just bear with me a second. I'm just dealing with a bad debt case. Now, Mr. Sorcerer, what can I do for you?
Where does that tube lead to?
The loan recovery department for mortgages. It's basically just a siege catapult up on the roof.
You demolish people's houses for being late on a mortgage payment?
It's all in the loan contract.
You could be the butt of a few cheap toupee gags.
I could. And I could arrange for you to be the butt of a variety of surgical implements. So is there anything I can do for you or not?
I'm doing a sponsored, sponsoring.
What's that?
I get sponsored to, get sponsors.
We lend money here, we don't give it away.
It's for the Retired Graphic Adventure Stars Pension Fund.
I don't care if it's for homeless, starving orphans with big, sad eyes. Is there something I can do for you or not?
I'm interested in the slavery option loan.
Hang on a second. I'll just find the application form.
Use letter in tray. There we go. So you can demolish the Three Bears house.
I can't seem to find the form at the moment. Would you mind coming back later?
No problem.
Let's see. What if I decide to open the door?
Ah, Mr. Sorcerer.
Have you found the form yet?
I'll just have another look.
From what I can make out, it's bad news for anyone whose name is in this tray.
Okay.
Sorry. Can you come back later when we're less busy?
Sure.
Okay, so really that's all I needed, and now I'll go ahead and go out to the...
Meanwhile, up on the roof,
Here's another one. What's the address? The Three Bears, 69 Cul-de-sac Boulevard. 69? You know where it is? Yeah! Fire! Good shot! Thanks.
Huh.
Looks like I've done them a favor. They've left the tap on. It's that girl from down the docks. Whoops! I hope it still works. A slight dimensional anomaly, I feel. I'm not lugging that thing around. I hate washing up.
Okay, let's pick up the rubber gloves.
One of them is dripping. I think I hear someone.
Pa, looks like we had another break-in.
I'll catch that young hooligan this time.
Wait, Pa, it could be dangerous.
Stand aside, Ma. I'm trained to handle this.
Ooh, heck. Rumbled. Phew.
Here I come. It's all clear, Ma.
You checked everywhere, Pa?
No sign of anyone, Ma. Come in.
Come on, Junior.
Who's been blowing up my door?
And who's been drying out my sponge collection?
And who's been breaking my computer?
I'll bet I know who it was.
Who, Pa? Not again, Pa.
I'm afraid so, Ma.
Oh, Pa, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, Ma. Why don't you start cooking the porridge while I think about it?
Okay, Pa. I'll just light the fire, Pa.
Fire?
Ah! What do you suppose that was, Pa?
Sounded like rats again, Ma.
I needed a bath anyway.
Alright,
And they
let's
do
just...
say that once it's happened, there's no going back.
Alright. I wasn't going to go this far, but, what the heck. Let's go back to the Three Bears Cottage.
Pa, look!
So there is, Ma. What in tarnation are you doing in my house?
Well,
There appears to be a big hole in your wall. Just thought I'd drop it and mention it.
What are you doing snooping around my house? Don't give me any of that garbage.
But
You're in league with her, aren't you?
Actually,
Well, give me one good reason why I shouldn't arrest you right now.
Pa, why don't you give the boy a chance?
Quiet, Ma. Let me handle this. Well,
Is something bothering you?
I just want to know one thing.
What?
Are you in league with the Goldilocks?
Who?
Her!
I think I've got her wig.
Let me see it. This is it.
Breakthrough we've been waiting for. And you can leave the house without having to worry about her eating the porridge.
Or sleeping in the bed.
How can I ever repay you, son?
Do you mind if I have some of your porridge?
Sure thing.
Bowl of your special porridge.
Okay, Pa. Come.
See, sometimes these are slow, and then, like, Simon's not slow.
There you are.
Have a nice day, son.
I feel like Simon the Supergrass.
I don't know what that means. Okay, use, postcard, save, Three Bears. Okay, now that I got the porridge, I can go back to the insane asylum, but I'm not going to because I'm going to call it a day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I did cheat a little bit. I did look at a walkthrough. I tend to, when I do walkthroughs, I tend not to go through everything unless I'm really, really stuck and I have to follow steps and stuff like that. It's like what I did here is the poster. Okay, the poster is actually in the square, and then which I would have found it eventually. And then I didn't know you could go to all those other places, and so there's certain things that I just kind of used it as hints. I didn't actually use it to, like, totally look at everything. Anyways, to anybody who's watching, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Tomorrow. If not in a video tomorrow. So thanks for watching.